So we're right next to Space Needle, about a quarter-mile away, just north of downtown Seattle. And Space Needle was built in 1964, and then the monorail to connect the Space Needle to downtown Seattle, it's like 1 mile long. That was also built in 1964. And it's just amazing, because back in 1964, they thought we were going to have space stations. They thought we were going to have a base on the moon. They thought we'd have, you know, space planes to take you to outer space. Like every single week, they'd have a space plane going to outer space. They'd have hotels orbiting the Earth. You know, that's how they thought it was going to be. Back in 1964, they thought by 2010, 2020, you know, we would have a colony on Mars, a colony on the moon, space stations, you know, orbital hotels. You could take a space plane up to an orbital hotel. And it's just really sad because that future didn't happen. They thought there were going to be monorails everywhere going like 70 miles an hour, taking you from one part of the city to the other part of the city in like 7 minutes on a monorail, and that never happened. Instead, you're in traffic jam for 2 hours. It's just sad that the future that they thought didn't happen. Instead, what happened is you got all these condos, you got all these apartment buildings all in this area. This is basically just north of Seattle. This whole area is being redeveloped into condos. And the condos are like $1 million for like 1,200 square foot, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom condos, like $1 million. Like that building right there, they go from 1 million to 2 million, and they're not even that nice. They're like 1,700 square feet. It's like a ranch house in the suburbs that should be 250,000, but instead it's in a skyscraper, and it costs like 1.8 million. It's just a big joke. You know, where's the beach? Where's the palm trees? You know. I mean, you could probably go to Miami and get a beautiful condo in Miami for like 400,000 to be right next to the beach, you know, or be close to the ocean. And here, you know, it's just skyscrapers and cars and traffic jams everywhere. And the thing is, you see a lot of these buildings, they're just ugly. They're like 10-story ugly buildings. They're not even nice. I'll show you an area, South Seattle, it's all brick buildings. It's really nice. The brick buildings built 100 years ago are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you those in a minute. But all of this new construction they're building is mostly ugly. It's mostly just like this building here. Most of the buildings in this area are just like that. You know, they're just ugly buildings. They're not very nice at all. Whereas just south of Seattle, the area Pioneer Square, you know, it's beautiful brick buildings. Those were built 100 years ago, back when they built stuff to last, back when they built buildings of high quality. And now, again, these buildings are very, you know, ugly in my opinion. Whereas some of those glass modern buildings are prettier. You know, the downtown corporate office buildings are definitely much nicer. And then I'll show you the brick buildings. They're also very nice. And then the thing is, real quick, with these $1 million condos, you know, it's such a joke because when you buy one of these $1 million condos, you know, you're going to pay a $10,000 property tax. You know, you're going to pay $10,000 property tax. And then once you lose that check job, or you lose that job making 150 grand a year, you're going to take a lower paid job. You're going to make like 70, 80 grand a year. And then you're still going to have to pay that 10,000 property tax. You know, it's a total joke.